They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. To throw is Wentz. He completes it to Julio Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And incomplete here on 3rd down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is in. That brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Play action. It's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Xavier Cooper in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Wentz now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Freeman on first and 10. No gain on the play there, second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now Wentz on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll come out in the pistol. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Once again here on second and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run here with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From his goal line here, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's Goff now on second down. James has got it. Complete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off play action. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard!
After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Xavier Cooper bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sean Robinson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Robinson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll get 17 yards there. And it gives the Pats a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jelani Jenkins in there to drop him the seventh time tonight. He's gone down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Cooks has it over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So a costly penalty marker, and it's now 3rd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Jack Patrick. Patrick. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Good.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz. The left side completion to Jones. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as, well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
And they'll go on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll be third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On play action, it's Wentz. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty open to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. After the interception, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he One of the bigger targets on the field. The tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that aside?
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now the Browns are... Offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a handoff looking right. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Xavier Cooper in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
Here we go now.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Here we go now.
They're going to try and throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey. You got 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Wentz now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position, and when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Uses the stiff arm. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Tandy, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, and now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come out here in the eye. Second and goal to go now. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The left side completion to Jones. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yard.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Wentz to throw on second down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, it's Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to throw now on second and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the game there. Second and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And that's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're operating in the red zone. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. The 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in the hall.
Poppin' knockin' when I mention shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intention. Tough, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to